What's up, YouTube? This is Sea-Dog, and I'm back with another review. This review is on Hasbro's Jurassic World line, Tyrannosaurus Rex and Allosaurus. And I guess first we'll take a look at the Allosaurus. This is just going to be a quick review to go over some details and check out the sculpts. As you can see, we have the Allosaurus mug shot. He's got like a mustard yellow with a kind of a musha pink. I think it's musha. On the top of his head, mustard yellow mixed in with some off-white kind of bone colored on the bottom of his belly. Moving down, you can see the classic, the old action figure line used to have the bite out of the meat here. And it's a claw mark, either one. They still are continuing with that. And they used to have JP in the old toys. Now it's JW for Jurassic World. Moving down to the tail. Nice curly tail with no wire or anything in it. No wire. So can't bend the tail. So that's unfortunate. But you can see some paint apps. It's got that yellow put down first on top of this bone white. And then the fuchsia pink with some kind of like black wash to kind of bring out the scales a little bit. Looking at a close up, not bad. You can see into his little beady eyes. He's got little orange eyes with a black dot in the middle. Looking at his mouth. Inside of his mouth, he's got a pink tongue. Pretty cool. The other side of his face. He has screws on the other side of his head. He does have his head wags back and forth. You can see where all the breakups for the sculpt is for the joint work. The screws, a little bit unsightly, not too bad. Looking at his hands, his claws for his feet. It's done really well. I think these toys are actually done really realistically, done well with the sculpt. And this guy's gimmick is, you have his tail, you can go like that, and then that actually kind of moves his head around back and forth. He can open his mouth, and he also turns his head a little bit. Oh yeah, and then you use this to go back and forth, so he can turn his head back and forth, and he can open his mouth. It's pretty cool. And articulation, they do have articulation this time around. I believe the old ones didn't. So their legs will move. This leg's a little loose, so it makes them a little hard to stand. This leg is not as loose. But that's about the only quality control problem I have in both of these. I will be getting more of these. I think they're really cool. But yeah, that's the Allosaurus. And he stands decently. Like I said, he has that loose leg, so. But as you see, he stands. It's not a problem. Looking up. And you put him down real quick and he'll tumble. But if you put him down by his feet, and sometimes I put that arm back over just to make it easier. But there's certain points where they want to stand, but if you put him by his feet, he's usually pretty good. Alright, moving aside to the Tyrannosaurus, putting him back here for the rest of the review. This is the Tyrannosaurus. We'll get you nice and close in depth. Looking at the Tyrannosaurus mug. He's my favorite. I love how they got the yellow eyes with the orange border around the yellow. And the dark cat-like pupil with the black gloss around the outside of the whole eye itself, inside the eye. And then he's got that chocolate brown on top of this caramel color. You can look inside. He's got the pink tongue, done really nicely. Nice pink inside of his mouth. Very nice. His teeth aren't really that sharp, so they're a little bit sharp if you wanted to, jam that into someone's head or something. I mean, that's not soft plastic. That's hard plastic, but they're dulled down, so it's not super dangerous. You can see the scales. I like this gill or whatever it is, and on the bottom of his neck you can see all the wrinkles here. That's really cool. Moving down, get the top of his back. JW for Jurassic World. This guy, however, doesn't have that scratched off meat part. Looking at his legs, down to his feet. His feet are pretty cool. Nice black claws. He's got that same yellow kind of caramel colored texture for his whole body. Moving down to his tail. It's not the bendy wire. I wish it was a bendy wire, but it is a little flexible, but it's not made to hold in place. And he will stand, as you can see. This guy's not as easy to stand, but yep. And he has an action feature. If you look right here, there's a button, and his mouth opens. And as you can see, he eats the Allosaurus no problem. Hold the Allosaurus in his mouth, then drop him. That's my impression. Looking at the front of his mug, his portrait. I like how realistic this dinosaur is. It's really cool. It's probably the first Tyrannosaurus Rex that I own as a figure, other than Grimlock, the masterpiece, and everything else otherwise, from the Transformers. And he does have articulation. His legs will go 360 all the way around. If you really want me to do it, I will do it for you. There, on both sides. His little hands will move around. So that's cool. I don't believe that the older, even the Tyrannosaurus Rex used to have poses with it. Maybe in his arms, but I don't think his legs had any. And it's kind of redundant because you have to, his legs are keyed at a certain angle to have him stand. But at the same time, it's really cool that kids can actually have action with their Tyrannosaurus Rex. I mean, to not have his legs move at all is kind of un-action figure-like, if you ask me. But he's really cool, and I would have to give him my recommendation. He only cost me $14.59 or $14.89 or something at Walmart, and this guy was $6.88, and I think that's a good price for these guys. I mean, not bad. If anything, that's a really good price. But I like how you can eat the dinosaur. But and even though he's eating the dinosaur, he'll still stand if you just take a little care like that. So let me know what you think of my reviews, and leave a like if you like my review, and comment. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.